Hey there, this is Dane from featherprop.com. Thanks for joining me today. It is sort of my maiden voyage with my new Warbonnet Outdoors Thunderfly 20D Sil Poly tarp. I unboxed this a couple of months ago, was actually expecting to get out in the woods a couple weeks after that. That kind of didn't go as planned. And then the COVID-19 hit and quarantine began, and everybody was shutting down state parks, so it was kind of hard to get out with this. But I am out here. I'm in western Pennsylvania at an undisclosed location. I'm in the middle now of shooting a new video called Hell Diver. Please stop back and check that out. And I'm giving the Thunderfly its first try in the woods. Now, just some first impressions. First of all, lots of room. I was very impressed with how much room I have this. I have my hiking poles, my trekking poles, as sort of the expanders on the tarp. I don't know if I'm going to leave those up all night. I have 4-inch shock cords on those holding them in place. And so this has given me a tremendous amount of room, especially when I was used to the old Warbonnet Outdoors Edge. That's sort of a baseline tarp, which served me many years very well, but I wanted to get something a little bit bigger. Now, the biggest thing with this tarp for me, the biggest thing is the doors. I currently have the doors closed. I had them open initially, but I decided to close them up. It started to sprinkle a little bit. I'm really kind of anxious. I hope that maybe I can get some rain tonight or get some wind and just see how the doors perform. Now, as you can see, these are not full length doors. The doors they're just sort of like a partial door, which is kind of a nice cross for me. I've never had doors before. Now I have a little bit of covering, but I don't have all of that extra weight. Not that it's a whole lot, but I don't have a full door on this. And so I think it's kind of a nice step up for me to see how I like doors. I ordered this one because I dig the color. Orange is my favorite color, and when I saw it, oh yeah, I really want to have that. So I got that, and as you can see on the inside, it's all orange because I have my hammock gear orange incubator underquilt on the bottom of it, so lots of orange in there. And incidentally, I'm interested to know how this thing looks at night. Does the orange color of the tarp change anything in terms of how it lets light in? So I'm anxious to see how that does and how that works out. My tie downs are Night Eyes cordage. They have reflective material on them. I think they're 6-foot lengths, all of them. And I have a tiny prusik nut, or I have a tiny prusik knot that holds the tension onto the Night Eyes cordage, and it keeps the tent stakes in pretty tight without any extra hardware. The only piece of hardware I have is the stake itself. And so that's kind of a neat thing. Incidentally, I have a new video coming out on how I made those. So stop back to check that out. And while you're at it, please subscribe to this channel and click the like button if you would. That would be really cool. So yeah, lots of room, and I got some doors. So if I have some nasty weather, I have something to protect me. And I'm just really anxious to give this a shot. So next video clip should probably be me in the morning, and I'll let you know how I fared overnight. All right, it is Saturday morning, and I made it through the night fine. I did get a little wind last night around 2 a.m. The wind started to blow, which was kind of cool. Gave me a chance to kind of check out the doors, and it really seemed to keep the wind from blowing inside my shelter here. I had to get up, I think, around 2:30 or something like that to adjust my my underquilt. I got a cold spot on that, but other than that, I was fine. So my first night in the Thunderfly, I'll give it a thumbs up. It did very well. I really like it. And by the way, the orange color made no difference once the sun went down. Once it became night, it was good, and didn't make a difference. So it's got a couple differences between this and my old Edge. As far as the pull-outs, a little more, more strings involved, more tie downs more involved, a few more things involved that I'm not used to. My setup was a little longer than I typically take because I'm just not quite used to some of this stuff. But all in all, I really dig this one, and I think I'm going to be really happy with this purchase. With that, I want to say thanks for listening, and please, again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And hope to see you next time out in the woods.